Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to get started with this ionic compound modeling activity. All right, slide 2 has your objectives for the day. So you're going to be working to construct models of different ionic compounds and determine the formulas for the compounds made with the metals and non-metal elements. You're going to be using a set of ion puzzle pieces to match up the ions to make models of different ionic compounds. Now slide 4 shows you how to move them around. You'll see that in this video as well. Slide 5 shows you an example of a finished product. We'll know that we have a correct formula when we make either a square or a rectangle with our pieces. And slide 6 walks you through an example, and you'll see one here as well. So you're going to use the model pieces to construct the ionic compounds on the following slides. The pieces will be on the sides of the slides, so you might need to zoom out up here. And you're going to drag and drop them to make the models. When you've made a completed and correct model, you will then write the formula for the compound that you made. And this is a reminder about the rule of zero charge. Now slide 9 is here to just remind you about charges and families. All right. And we'll do slide 10 together. All right. So let's see. We start by looking at the compound name, which is right here. So we have potassium bromide. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some potassium pieces and some bromine pieces to get a completed shape with them. So I'm going to take one potassium, one bromine to start, and line those up. So there we go. That's an approximate rectangle. So that's good. So now for the formula, it depends on how many pieces I used. So I used one potassium, one bromine. So our formula would just be capital K, capital B, lowercase r. Okay, now I'm going to show you a different example that's not in your activity, but it's a little more complicated. So let's look at this one, lithium nitride. All right, so we'll start with one of each. One lithium, one nitride, and we're going to line those up. Notice how I do not have a complete shape yet. So in this case, I need more lithiums than I do nitrogens. So we're going to pull in another lithium. I don't have a completed set yet, so I need one more. Okay, so if we line that up, now we have a square, so our formula is complete. So now to write the formula, well, I needed 1, 2, 3 lithiums. So Li, capital L, lowercase I, and now to do a subscript, these are the key commands. If you press Control and period, you get a superscript. If you press Control and comma, you get a subscript, and that's what we want right now. I need 3 lithiums and 1 nitrogen. Now the other way that I could have gotten my subscript here is if I just wrote my number 3, highlighted it, and then go to Format, Text, Subscript. Both will work. All right, so that's what you're going to be doing for most of these slides. And on the last one, all right, there's a bunch of different puzzle pieces. You have the option of 3 different cations and 4 different anions. And you're going to make 3 different ionic compounds. So you can only use one kind of cation and one kind of anion in each, so no mixing and matching. All right, so for example, I could go with a barium and 2 chlorides to make that structure. Sorry, that formula. That works. But I cannot do something like this. So I can't have a gallium, a sulfur, and a chlorine. All right, so this, something like that, good. Something like this where I've got a bunch of things, wrong. All right, and that's all you need to know to get started with this.